purpose of this gathering this evening is to hopefully, momentarily, put aside our grief, and with fond and happy memories, celebrate our friend. And remember what it was that we loved about him, what attributes were uniquely John that made us smile and laugh and revel in his quirkiness. I have to say before I get too far into my speech that John would not have been on board with this tribute to him tonight. This is for us to feel better. He was actually a very humble, self-deprecating person, and he would have been mortified to have this attention on him. The only way he would have been comfortable having some sort of tribute in his honor would have been as a roast. John was a kid once upon a time. He wasn't always the one making the rules or enforcing the rules. He was a normal college kid in his 70s. He was a surfer. He had long, shaggy hair. He drank beer and ate pizza. And he worked at the chart house in Santa Barbara. He was a math major at UCSB and loved anything numeric and having to do with sports. He followed sports statistics like crazy. We'd be driving up to the ranch to go surfing, and he'd whip out the LA Times sports section, and we'd quiz each other on trivial statistics, like who's third in the American League in batting, and with what average. Name, in order, the top 5 in RBIs in the National League, and how many they each have. Who's second in assists in the NBA, with what average per game. He knew all the answers. He just had an incredible mind for numbers and statistics. We all know that John had an incredible wit and sense of humor. Being a math teacher and a coach, many of his jokes were numbers jokes and sports jokes. I think his most famous math joke is the old, what's 5Q plus 5Q? To which you'd respond, 10Q, and he'd say, your belto.
My name is Andy Gill, and I'm here to pay tribute to a man that always welcomed me to his home with a joke, most often inappropriate, but always with open arms and a big smile. John Ward has been my coach for 10 years, and here with me are his son Johnny Ward and Joseph Brigante, my friends and teammates, and I have these guys up here with me because my relationship with Coach Ward involved both of these guys 100% of the time. Whether it was pickup in the 7th grade, open gym at Carp, or going to his house every week during the summers, only to find him cooking up the best tri-tip and garlic bread I love to chow down. Just 11 days ago when I left Coach Ward's house to pay my condolences to the Ward family, I thought of how much I love this man and all of the memories that we have shared. His passion for the game and his love of basketball on and off the court was a foundation that built me up and built me up a strong heart to overcome adversity and always keep working hard.
I'd just like to start off by sharing with you the last email that I sent to Coach Ward, which was our last communication that we had, even this was back in June. You have had a major influence in shaping my life and have helped me become who I am today. You are a man with great values and integrity. I feel honored to have you as a role model. Thank you for everything that you have done for me and for so many young men using the game of basketball as a vehicle to teach life lessons. I will always miss hearing the deep, drawn-out call of Coach Martinez anytime I was greeted by Coach Ward. I'm still kind of waiting to hear that greeting today. When I was 19 years old, Coach Ward approached me about coaching the freshman basketball team. I was around Bishop again because my brother was in high school, but at this time I had never considered coaching. 1 week later, I was in San Diego coaching a tournament for both the freshmen and the JV. Thank you, Coach, for believing in me and giving me this opportunity. Coaching has helped me find purpose in my life. I don't know where I would be today if it were not for your guidance.
On a beautiful August morning, about 7 years ago, I sat down in a Carpinteria school bus and met John Ward. Of course, we weren't hitching a ride to our first day of school. We were embarking on the traditional new teacher orientation bus tour. I was about to begin my first year as a full-time teacher. It would be John's 2020. For the next hour or so, I got my first doses of insight, stories, and Wardisms that I would come to love and depend on throughout our friendship. As time went on, John and I became mentor and student, partners in crime, and close friends. As a mentor, John imparted to me not only the basics of teaching, but also the essence of educating, and the true responsibility that lies within our calling. John would always say that with the flux of education and the various needs of students, the focus needed to always be on interacting with everyone fairly. People can debate equal all day, but fair is irrefutable.
John and I, as Mike said, coached against each other in basketball and in golf. He coached the Bishop's golf team. I coached the Carpinteria golf team. But we also worked together in summers with Frank Carvajal's basketball camp and the Michael Jordan basketball camp here in Santa Barbara. We really became more than rivals. We became good friends. And we worked hard as rival coaches to make sure that our players understood that the rivalry was just on the basketball court and not any other time. And we had pre-game dinners together with our players. We did a number of things that we thought were important, and that's who John was. John was just, you know, during the game, I look down there and I go, is he okay? and I worry about him occasionally. But after every game, no matter how close our game was, we were able to meet at the center court and hug each other and tell each other how well the other team played. And it's too bad somebody had to win because it was such a hotly contested game. That's who he was. He was incredibly competitive. And I got to see the competitiveness up close when we played golf.
Today I stand in front of you humble that I get the opportunity to speak and share with you the impact that Coach Ward has had on my life. Catherine, Nancy, Johnny, thank you, and please know that I'm honored to do so. My senior year of high school in 1986, I almost wore those shorts today, but it would have been really cold. I played for Coach Ward just 1 year. He went 10-2 and won a Tri-Valley League championship. In his program, Coach Ward surrounded us with phenomenal men, coaches, men of character, something he had purposely done. The year played the significance of these men until I ran my own program. After high school, I was able to play basketball at a high level, and I attributed it directly to him. I was fundamentally sound, I understood basketball concepts, and I understood the game. In 2005, I followed his footsteps at Bishop Diego and took over his basketball program. I say his because it was his for 3 decades. This was a serious crossroads for Coach Ward, who had been offered the basketball head coaching job at Carp High, which he accepted along with a full-time teaching position. Johnny was quoted in the Santa Barbara News Press as saying, "There's no way I can leave all of my friends just for basketball reasons. My loyalties have been to Bishop since I was 3 years old, and then I ended up being on a darn good basketball team." Coach Ward, being a selfless man that many of us knew him as, supported his son's decision because he felt it was in Johnny's best interest to finish something that he had started. His own son, at the age of 15, understood, as many grown men do not, that basketball is just a game. Nothing more than just a game. And his decision to remain at Bishop is grounded in family values. He had perspective and understood what was most important, which was the relationships he had built on and off the court. On January 27, 2005, in the midst of a pretty successful basketball season, I received an email from Coach Ward, one I have saved to share with Johnny at the appropriate time. Well, here it is, Johnny. It said, "I'm so happy that he is enjoying success and having fun playing basketball. Although I can't show it, I am extremely proud of him. It is hard as a father to face the reality that your son does not want to play for you, even though I told him that wasn't the case. Imagine Christian, my son, in the same situation. But as long as he is happy, I am happy." Johnny went on to help his team win a TVL championship in 2005.